Ortiz fight could have been big for him. Because is he really gonna be able to unify? I mean, is he really gonna be able to become undisputed? How long are you willing to stay at 147? Like these dudes, like, but he might get the Brian Norman fight, but are you gonna get a fight with Stanionis that's over there with PBC? Are you gonna get a fight with Mario Barrios that's over there at PBC? When they looking at the picture and they looking at like it's a lot of easier fights. We can defend our titles, you know what I'm saying? And it don't got to be Jaron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they really gonna take that fight? And then are you really willing to stay around for another year and a half, 2 years to be able to become undisputed? I think that was a bad move, man. And plus, you talked it. So when you like Kid Austin, right? Kid Austin talked it. He kept pushing that Shakur shit. They put his back up against the wall, and he answered the call. So we gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think it's a mismatch, we gotta respect Kid Austin and his pop because they answered the call. Now, I believe that Jaron Ennis is a special talent. Like I think that he up there. I think he up there. You know, he could be up there with Terrence Crawford. You know, I thought that's Bud's toughest fight. But now it's kind of like, man, why you ain't answer that call? You got to answer that call. You got to.
What happened?
What y'all watching? Y'all
What
watching
happened?
basketball?
You said, what y'all watching? Y'all watching basketball? Look at him. Punch jump boxing in the building.
Oh, he went out.
He went out.
I'm very sad.
He said, what y'all watching? Watching basketball? Dímelo, punch drunk boxing.
Dímelo, mi gente. What happened, my friends? What's
So,
goody?
yeah, I mean, I think Boost can become undisputed at 147 for sure. But you got to get those fights.
You hear me?
You feel
Good?
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Talk to me. What you think about Teofimo Lopez and Jaron Ennis?
Hey, yo,
Habla claro.
Boost, you better not duck. That's your money fight, Boots. Boost, that's your money fight, Boots. DK unification bout. Nobody knows Stanionis. Conor Ben is dealing with Mario Barrios. Stanionis already had a purse bid in the WBA, so he already had negotiations with somebody. I forgot his name. You feel me? That's your money fight right there. Get the pay-per-view. Look, I'm going to say it like this. If the business handlers, Eddie Hearn is willing to do it, Bob Aaron is willing to do it, ESPN, The Zone is willing to do it, Teofimo Lopez is calling for it. You already got the offer on the table. I'm going to say it like this in boxing, and Zab Judah knows this very, very well. When you go against the business of boxing, shit don't turn out pretty.
What's the only
all hands on deck?
What's the only way to go against the game of boxing and be successful?
I mean,
have a knockout fighter. Knock shit out. Don't even worry about what they talking about. Just knock some shit out. If you got the fighter that can shut them up, you can definitely go against it and put your own narrative.
I mean, no. I understand. Look, a unification bout is a unification bout. That's highly respected, right? But we all know that Eddie Hearn already explained that Conor Ben and Mario Barrios on negotiations. Mario Barrios said he wants Conor Ben. Conor Ben wants Mario Barrios. Now, Stanionis, remember they had a purse bid. So once it goes to a purse bid, if you try to, even if let's say Matchroom Boxing decide to pay step aside money for Stanionis' opponent, it already won a purse bid. You could lose your belt like that. So then it wouldn't even be a Stanionis and a Boost Ennis. It wouldn't even be a play for a unification bout because it already went to purse bid. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that the WBA is dysfunctional as well. As we all know that they're dysfunctional. So if they could get that unification bout, then But
now,
I would say.
Now, why do you say the WBA is dysfunctional? What did they do?
Come on, man. They have too many. They have too many. They've broken too many of their rules. You know, I'm saying? First they said,
And
remember,
they never be having mandatories and shit.
a couple of years ago, remember they X'd out the gold WBA champion and the interim WBA champion. They said that the regular all the regulars will be mandated to fight the super champion, and then it will have one belt per division. But they never did that.
Never did that.
So it's like, I think if out of all the four sanctioning bodies, I think the WBA has been the most inconsistent one.
Mm.
The
Wow.
And
WB,
since,
you said the WBA.
and since Conor Ben is the WBA #2 in the welterweight division, I could see a step aside money going to Stanionis' opponent. And of course, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing wouldn't be like, "Hey yo, um, Stanionis need to vacate his world title for Conor Ben because they're on the same team." You know what I'm saying? So they would let that shit rock. They would let the Mario Barrios fight happen without compromising Stanionis' belt because Conor Ben and Bruce Ennis in the same squad in Matchroom Boxing. So I could still see a fight with Stanionis versus Jaron Bruce Ennis with the step aside money. But is Stanionis' opponent worth, if that wife lucrative worth for the step aside money for Matchroom Boxing, would it be worth?
Mm.
Come on, Zab. You know the business more than everybody else. Is the
I'm listening.
Stanionis versus Boost Ennis, is it the step aside money worth enough for that fight? Now that's the unification bout, but is
It
that
just
fight
depends.
lucrative?
It depends on if they step aside. I mean, for Stanionis to take step aside money for Boost to fight somebody else, I mean, it's probably be a good thing for him. I mean,
I don't know.
step aside money is always good. I mean, they step aside money mean you get the money without fighting. You know what I mean? It don't be the whole check, but you might get a percentage of the check up front,
And you
and then
up next.
they right. Well, they you supposed to be up next, but sometimes they don't always bring you in next. You know.
Hey, look what happened. Stanionis took step aside money when it was Ugas versus Spence. And
Yes.
and that step aside issue with Stanionis, man, it left his career in shambles, bro. That when he took that step aside money, look what happened to his career, really.
Well, I mean, it wasn't supposed to be like that. I mean, he was supposed to fight Virgil. That Virgil fight prolonged to 2 years, and kind of like it messed up him because he just wanted to fight him. He didn't fight anybody in between.
But if he would have just took the Earl Spence fight and not take the step aside money, but look
Oh
what
yeah,
happened
now
to his
he's good
career.
money. Yeah.
If you talk to Stanionis right now, he'll talk about how that shit transpired in his career. That shit hurt him.
I'll ask him. I'm
Mm,
gonna ask him for
mm,
sure because that's a good question.
It hurt him.
very, very
That's
good
a
question.
really good question.
Sometimes taking that step aside money is not.
Not
Think
good.
about it. That shit was almost 2 years ago. Was he done? Then look what PBC ended up. You know what I'm saying? So he lost so much time of his career because he took that step aside money.
I forgot to put
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So what's good with you, Punch? What's what you talking about on your channel today?
always something good.
I don't know, man. I'm talking about the same shit y'all probably talking about. I'm talking about the Devin Haney situation, the Boots Ennis situation. Um, Basically that's it. Maxie Hugh beating Gary Cully. I don't know if y'all follow them, but I've been following Maxie Hugh for a while. You know what I'm saying? I've been
Yeah, I
chopping
see
it
you
up with
posted.
Maxie Hugh for like 5 years, so I'm happy for him with that Gary Cully fight. I called him the Cinderella man, so that's good for him. Mm, what else? I mean, for me, that's popping right now. That's
Rocket, what you think about Clarissa Shields and Pat Poose?
Yeah.
That's that New York wave. Y'all in New York. Go ahead.
man. I don't know that, man. I'm not on that hip hop love type of tip, man. That's the early 2000s, man.
Everything boxing. What you think about it?
And I mean, shit that happen every day. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that happen every day, B. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like shit happens
You
every
see
day.
Baumgartner reply?
It ain't really none of my business,
You
huh?
seen Baumgartner reply?
Yeah, I seen it. Shit. I think you know what I'm saying. Like my thing with her, bro, is like when she shouldn't have had nothing to say because AB had came out and a couple cats came out and said what they said about her. So she should have just chilled out on that whole
Did it?
situation.
Did it?
You know what
Did
I'm
it? Did it?
saying?
Did it?
Mm.
Damn.
Hey, yo,
For real. I
Clarissa
mean,
Shields is good with the hands. Remy Ma is good with the blink. So, it depends how you know. She did what 10 years for popping somebody in the face.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
Her
true.
best
Remy,
friend.
what you,
Huh?
Her best friend.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying is yeah. A lot of people saying yo, Clarissa she'll whoop Remy Ma's ass, but I don't think Remy Ma will play fair either.
but is you gonna do some shit like that when the whole world already seeing what's going down? You
Hey
gotta
yo,
be a
crazy
dummy.
people. Hey yo,
You gotta
crazy
be a
people was
dummy to the
crazy
10th
people.
degree.
Yo, crazy people was crazy.
I,
How many times we see somebody with stature and money do some dumb decisions?
I think, you know what I'm saying, that she older, she 45, 44 years